Well, Terminator Dark Fate brought in about $29 million at the domestic box office this weekend.
Matt Perrin takes a closer look at the film in your Monday Movie Musings.
Welcome to another Monday. I knew the box office was going to start doing it to me sooner or later. After weeks of releases that I was only ho-hum about, we're now getting the weekends with multiple new releases, all of which I want to see. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of time anymore to just live at the theater, so I have to make some tough choices. This weekend saw 3 new releases, and even though I really want to see both Harriet and Motherless Brooklyn, I went with the 3rd new release. Even though it won the box office, it brought in very disappointing numbers, but there was no way I was going to miss the newest Terminator movie, which acts as a direct sequel to Terminator 2 and forgets about those other 3 in between. So without any further ado, here's my take on Terminator Dark Fate. After a quick bit of backstory, our movie begins in present-day Mexico City. Dani Ramos is an everyday girl that lives with her father. Her brother and her work to support the family when one day, a new Terminator shows up to try to kill her. She is saved at the last moment by Grace, an augmented and enhanced human sent back from the future as well to protect her. After a battle between Grace and the new Terminator called a Rev 9, a chase ensues which leads to the 2 women being cornered on a bridge. Suddenly, a battle-hardened Sarah Connor, reprised by Linda Hamilton, arrives and is able to fend off the Rev 9 so they can escape. Sarah and Grace trade backstories, and Sarah learns that even though she stopped Skynet and changed the future, a different company sprang up, and same story, different characters. Sarah chooses to help them because Dani is the same age Sarah was in the first ordeal. They are led to some coordinates for help and run into a T-800 from the past that Sarah had run-ins with before, once again reprised by Arnold Schwarzenegger. He has adapted to living with humans and decides to help them destroy this new Terminator. As the movie progresses, we have non-stop action as the battles continue and our heroes stand together to fight the perfect killing machine. There are chase scenes, fight scenes, and special effects galore as we see all the new abilities of the newest line of Terminators. We as the audience wait to see how it will all play out, but all the while pretty welcoming of the return of Linda Hamilton. So, what to say about this one? First off, I didn't know what to think going in. Terminator 2 was amazing, but it was a steady decline afterwards. So I guess cautiously optimistic was the path I took. What I can definitely say is even though this is considered an Arnold franchise, it should be a Linda Hamilton franchise. She is what has been missing from the last few movies. This movie gives you very little downtime, from the opening credits reprising T2 to immediately sweeping the rug out from under you in the first 5 minutes. This one keeps your adrenaline pumping with non-stop action from then on out. Having 3 strong female protagonists definitely adds a new dimension to this franchise, and the 3 play well off of each other, with Hamilton having some strong, dry comic relief. As far as the movie itself goes, it's pretty much a mashup of Terminators 1 and 2. It keeps you entertained throughout, and you can tell that James Cameron had his hands back in the pot. T2 was revolutionary back in the day, and I can't say that this one blew me away like that one did back in junior high, but it's definitely much better than the 3 that came before it. Plus, it's always fun to see the new powers they think up for the newest Terminators. If you're a fan of the franchise, this one will not disappoint you, if for nothing other than the nostalgia factor. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you guys.
I appreciate that. Coming up, we're going to be checking in some weather, huh?
That's right. ABC Columbia's News at Noon continues in just a few moments.